Think it says we're live. You ready to go?
You're ready.
All right, let's go.
Let's go.
Everything conceivable.
Turn that shit up, bitch. Big face beats.
MJ shit though, right?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in the studio with the RecBoys though. It's showtime.
The hottest DJ
We're ready to let the horns go, right? Okay, look. I try to tell them nobody do it like these guys, so I'll explain it with La Sicaria. 2 languages so y'all can get hit both ways.
Hit for the heat.
So we don't care if you throw shade. The RecBoys got it locked again. I'm talking the hottest guests, independent artists to the executive gems.
En la calle con el show número uno. Poniendo la presión como el chulo de Nicolás.
That's every Wednesday at 7. We're independent from past to present to future. Don't let me lose you. The show is fire.
You catch wreck o get wreck. El mundo se prepare. Estamos internacional, nadie que se compare.
And they throw you the trivia, so you gotta be sharp. Chris think he know it all, so beat him and you quiet as ball.
En estaciones FM, YouTube and Facebook Live. Yeah, DJ Shot and Mr. Cat. Thank you for watching.
RecBoys.
Request aka Catch the Wreck.
And DJ RecBoy Shaq.
So, RecBoys? Nigga, I love you. You in my heart every day, motherfucker.
RecBoys.
The RecBoys.
RecBoys. I'm tapping with my guys, the RecBoys. You should tap in too.
In the studio with Captain Red.
What's shaking, my peoples? You already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shot, Mr. Catch Rec. We are the RecBoys. Happy Hump Day. Real quick, share the show, like the show, tell a friend to tap on in. What's shaking, homie? How you feeling?
You already know, bro. Blessed. Glad to be back. What's good with you, though?
You know, same old, same old. Just got off a little family high. We shout out to my son and his track team. We just got back from nationals. You know, they did pretty good. They didn't win, but they did pretty good. You know, so shout out to them. They're all seniors. So I'm on that type of vibe. What's up with you though?
You're ready, man. One day at a time. Like I said, glad to be back. There's a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? We didn't get to really chop it up. You know what I mean? Tonight's guest hasn't shown up yet, so we might as well talk our shit while we get the chance. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't get to do this often. So.
Right. So
no, with everything going on right now, you know, there's a lot of shit going on. You got your boy Chin.
Wait. Did you just send me something?
Did I send you something?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Nigga, stop playing. Somebody sent me something. Hold up.
Stevie Wonder, help us celebrate. Come on. Say what? If Stevie was here, he'd say come on. Yo, when I say happy, y'all say birthday. Happy. When I say happy, y'all say birthday. Happy.
Yo, you really thought you was gonna get away? You thought you was gonna get away? Yo, this nigga was ready to jump into something else.
Right.
Happy belated. I hit you up on your birthday, but we skipped the show. So I didn't get to do it on the show. So I had to say it on the show. But happy belated.
Appreciate you. Good looking, man. Good looking at everybody who hit me up that day. That was the love was crazy. The phone was going crazy. I had to turn the phone off.
I bet you was tripping. You was tripping.
Yeah.
My man was tripping.
Oh man, yeah. Yo, listen, a time was had. You know, it was dope to go back. You know, I went back to PR.
Nice.
Stood like in the country. You know what I mean? At that San Juan, that San Juan's beautiful and all that. You know what I mean? But not the tourists. You know what I mean? Like I was in the mountains, chilling. You know what I mean? With my cousin, with my family. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
But listen, if y'all ever out there in Puerto Rico and y'all looking for an experience, I'm talking about an experience. You know what I mean? You want to get on the pontoon boat with the slide. You want to go get driven to some beaches, you want to, you know what I mean, do some excursion type joint, make sure y'all reach out to my people, Experience Oasis. I'm telling you right now, Airbnbs, whatever is there. Hit them up. Let them know the RecBoys sent you. Matter of fact, you know what I mean? Experience Oasis, you know what I mean? We're going to do a commercial. I'm going to get a commercial on here and all that. Talking about you want to experience Puerto Rico? Y'all make sure y'all hit up Experience Oasis. I'm telling y'all.
Nice. But go ahead, get busy, because I know you got.
So I wanted to talk about your man Jim, man. What's going on? He out here talking about he better than I. Like, help me understand the context of it, because I could look at it different ways.
Yo, you sure we?
Why you laughing though? Why you laughing?
I shout out to Gabe and Blackout. What we talking about? Podcasts. They was on last night, and I don't know why. Well, yeah, I didn't ask them. I wasn't able to type. But why is it bad to talk about what Jim is saying? Like, people are like, yo, it shouldn't even be a conversation had. I think, me personally, I think a conversation needs to be had.
Yeah, why don't they have to? Yeah, help me understand. Like, because I've been seeing.
I don't know, but people need to be held accountable for lying. Like, I was cool with him saying, yo, he could do this with Nas and all that, but once he said, yo, check my track record, and you stating non-facts, that's where it was like, nah, everybody needs to jump in and check him. Like, yo, my guy, that's totally wrong. You totally capping.
So he tried to turn it into a numbers game. Like, and then to follow that up is how can you play the numbers game with not?
Nah, he came back number-wise. Nah, he came back and was like, yo, I was tripping on the numbers. But you knew that when you said it. And this is another thing, is he then switched it and saying that, yo, I said it to get 50-year-olds hype. Now look, I'm trending now. So he tried to turn it around as if it was, yo, for the likes. So now my whole thing is, I thought we wasn't engaging with clout chasers. I thought clout chasers were like rats. You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody wanted to rock with a clout chaser. Like, yo, son, just clout chasing, leave that nigga alone. Like, that's how I thought it was. But now Jimmy's doing it, and it's like, it's, yo, I just did it. Look at it, I'm lit because y'all. And it's like, all right, that's cool and everything, but don't forget, Jimmy was on them 6ix9ine tapes.
He said Chris probably agreed with Jimmy. Laugh out loud. I'm trying to wrap my brain around it, because I can understand from an ego standpoint why he would be like, yo, I'm it. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to understand. Like what would make him think? Like, I don't know.
No. Listen, he's hype. He's hype. He was in the moment. He was hype. But niggas get like that all the time in the street. Niggas tell half the war story, and then because the nigga be like, yo, that ain't how it is. Now they superfy that shit. And like, yo, my nigga, that really ain't how it is.
We do know we talking about emotional Jim Jones, right? Like this, he wears that on his sleeve.
Yeah, he cried on Love and Hip Hop numerous times. Yeah. But yo, listen. No. Yo, listen, my guy. Like,
I'm not trying to make an excuse. I'm trying to understand. Like, really trying to understand.
No, it's his ego. It's his ego, which is cool. You're supposed to say you're better than.
Right. That's where I agree with him.
In that motion, but when you start throwing out facts, because at that point it's opinion, but once you get to the facts, it's like, yo, those numbers don't. That math ain't mathing, homie. You get what I'm saying?
What was he saying that will make you?
He said he got more. He said he got more Billboard entries. He said he got platinum albums. He got gold albums.
But
himself.
He may have more entries, but no wins.
I don't even think he got more entries.
I'm just saying.
Stop, nigga. No, see, this be the bullshit.
No, I'm trying to make sense of it. I'm trying to make sense of it.
Nah,
he might have more entries.
He doesn't.
Hold on, what they saying? What they saying in the joint?
They says, I have no issue with somebody hyping themselves, but name checking a certain person is corny when you truly don't approach them. But he getting what he wants, attention. I mean, yo, listen, attention is the new currency.
It's the new,
You
yeah.
get what I'm saying? Nah, it definitely is, and it's okay. But if that's how you playing, then we gonna play you like that, homie. Like that's how I feel. You get what I'm saying? You gonna get moved into that category. Now I deal with Jimmy as a character. He's like a nigga in WWE to me. Like do I believe all that other crazy shit? Nah, but it's a cool storyline. It's cool. I used to understand that lifestyle, so it's like it's good mood. It's good mood music. Like he's not writing no "If I Ruled the World." He's not writing what Mike, nigga. Jimmy doesn't. No. He doesn't have a "I Can." You get what I'm saying? He doesn't have a "All I Need" with Mary J. Blige. Like, come on, what are we talking about? What are we really, really talking about with Jim? But Jim needs to hear this.
But who brought it up though? Like, cause I know
Joe.
I've seen the interview.
No. It was a clip.
I've seen the interview with Fat Joe, but Fat Joe asked him, but who? It was a kid online that was saying it?
Yeah. And he was like, you know Jim Jones because of the drip. Like, I see, like, and that's cool because fashion is part of hip hop.
So let me ask you this. Is Jim Jones more relevant right now, in your opinion, in 2025 than Nas?
Yo, my nigga.
All right. It's a yes or no. And then give me the explanation.
Relevant?
Is he more, in your opinion, right now?
The degrees of relevance. Like, yo, dude, you could be
musically right now. Like,
even so, this is what even that is generational. You could be known to the 20, the 14 to 20-year-olds, right?
Right.
But everybody else is moving and shaking. You're not known to, and that's his demographic, which is a lot more. Like, think about Mass Appeal is on a 7-album rollout. Mass Appeal is owned by Nas, so believe it. You don't like this is what we're saying. So now we
saying musically, but in your opinion right now,
dude, you gotta remember,
is Nas
all right.
more?
And Nas's 3 last projects musically, he's got a Grammy.
Yeah, but I'm not asking you all that. You trying to give me all the technical. I'm saying so. You saying no? That's what I'm asking you. Yes or no question is.
What is he more trending? Jimmy's outside. I give you that.
I'm not stating that. I'm asking. I'm trying to learn. So, in your opinion, right now, I'm trying to get your opinion. Like, what you think about it? From everything that was said. In your opinion, right now, is Jim Jones more popping than Nas? In this today,
He's more trending.
Okay, I'm just asking. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to get you.
No. Popping. I mean, if popping is trending, absolutely. If popping is selling more albums.
Okay. Yeah, you can look at it differently. I see what you're saying.
No. I mean,
but
if we're selling more albums, then Nas is more popping than Jim Jones at this point.
Right.
Let's not forget this nigga sold less than 1,000 copies. His last project.
He's at like 3,000. He's at like 3,000. But that's
his first week he sold 474. Everybody was clowning him.
That's it. Salute the Blackout. You know what I mean? What we talking about podcast Tuesday night 7 p.m. But he said popping is relevant. That's what I mean. Is he more relevant, right? In your opinion, I'm just asking because I'm trying to get some context to it. You know what I mean? Because this is why I can understand Jim's argument.
Absolutely.
Not saying he's better because
he's more trending. He's more trending. But he's trending for the wrong reason. So if he's popping, then absolutely.
Because on the same token, it's like this. Like my kids know Nas. Not know Nas, but know his music. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
My daughter who's 7 don't. But my 20-year-old does. My 16-year-old does. But that's just because that's the house they was raised in. You know what I'm saying? There's certain people in those age demographic who might not know who Nas is. But do you think they know who Jim Jones is? And I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I'm going to answer that on my side. My kids didn't know what Jim Jones started playing their music.
I play Jim Jones music, so my kids know who Jim Jones
is. I'm going to just keep it a buck. He got that joint with Mano. That's my shit. Like, I play. That's in the playlist. You know what I'm saying?
The Lobby Boys joint is dope. The joint he did with what's our son? Arsonist. That shit was dope. Jim has been moonwalking on a lot of shit. I'm not taking that. Now,
I don't know about the moonwalking.
He said that. He said, yo, people are forgetting what I came up with. What I got. People forgot what I've done.
Yeah, I don't understand that. That side of the argument. Like I do know this. And I know this. There are a lot of plays with certain artists that he made connections for that are now popping. You know what I mean? Like he was the go-between. I do know that, so I will give him that. You know what I mean? He was never no. I think he learned his lesson from the whole Max B situation. You know what I mean? Because that could have been really big if the cards was played right. You know what I mean?
Look at your boy reaching.
What up? What is that?
Say, kids know Nas from video games.
Nah, kids know Nas that he should have kept that lost tape lost. That's my guy. I mess with Nas, but I gotta mess with Dave. All the time.
We over here giving Jim Jones the business, and Harlem Nay is in the building.
Nah, salute to Harlem Nay too, man.
Shit.
But now, while we on the topic of Jim, you know, it's emotional Jim. Like if you know Jim, you know. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with Jim. I fuck with him.
Him and Shannon Sharp. You know what I mean? They going back and forth talking about let's do this workout, let's do all that. Like that's where I felt the clout chasing, but I also felt it on Shannon's part too.
Nigga, he said it though. You ain't gotta feel nothing when the guy is telling you. He's like, yo, look how many 40-year-old niggas is clicking and now I got niggas buzzing on some. You get what I'm saying? Like he's making it seem like that was a move. That was
who's he? Okay.
When Jimmy said that, he made it seem like that was like, you know, Jay-Z putting Nas on, Prodigy on Summer Scream. You get what I'm saying? Like he was like, yo, now look. I got nigga. It's like, come on, dude. Like, I get it, dude. You think you're probably the most improved rapper in our generation.
Who? Jimmy?
Yeah, nah. Jimmy got nice over the years. Jimmy was ass cheeks before. Let's keep it a buck. Check on that camera. What means the world to you? He was rapping fast. He was rapping all crazy. Now Jim got his little stride. He got, he's been around, and that's cool. You get what I'm saying? But I
respect this hustle and grind. That's what for him to be not salute the Nas, the pioneers. You know what I mean? He's one of the pioneers in my eyes in this whole thing. Paved a lot of ways for a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? But Jimmy in my eyes is like the definition of the hustler and the grinder. You know what I mean? Like he's really out there getting it independently. Like, and I'm not trying to give him any points, but everything he's been doing is independently. So whether he gets 3,000 sold copies or 100, all that is his bread. It's different money. It's different. It's what success. It's what success is to that person. You know what I mean? Like, while we on Jim real fast, then we gotta get on Jim. How about the Summer Jam shit where they try to cut his set short?
So he could bring out me. Them niggas was crickets over there. Them niggas don't listen to Jimmy. Them young niggas don't like Jimmy like he think he like Jimmy.
So is he now? That's why I want to go back. I should have started off with that. So is he so relevant and popping?
My nigga, they found the one nigga on the internet that said Jimmy was popping and Jimmy ran with it. That nigga probably bought all 447. 74 fucking copies.
Jimmy called him and said, yo, I'll send you the scale.
Yo, man, don't get it twisted because right after he dropped the album, I think J. Royal hit me up like, yo, you going to see, I heard Jimmy's up in Albany. I'm like, nigga, I'm not going to see Jimmy. Are you kidding me, nigga? Nigga, what? Like, nah. Yo, listen, real talk, and I like Jimmy. I'm not. That's that thing.
Oh man.
Especially not Jimmy. Like Jimmy's pause too big around that area for me to be fucking with. I fucks with his peoples. Like I fucks with King Streets and I fucks with Dice Peso. I'll pop out for them niggas because it's not as wild. When Jimmy's out, it's wild, my nigga. It's wild. So yeah, no thanks.
Oh man. And then now
we did the Jewels thing. You seen how it was when we did the Jewels thing.
Yeah.
Nah, we good. But shout out to Jimmy. Jimmy's the best. What they say, Jimmy. There's no capo, it's just cap.
Oh snap.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what they say. But what else you got for me? What else? What else?
Nah,
What else?
the whole. Let's talk about this Fat Joe thing real quick. The guest still haven't tapped in. I don't know if he gonna tap in, so we might as well,
Let's see what's up.
take
Let's see
advantage
we loaded.
of
We ready?
what
We
we
ready?
normally don't get to do. We don't get to talk about the current events and all this
Look.
shit, and people don't get to. He tapped in?
No,
Or
I'm
Dave-
just saying. This is
Or
what. This
Dave,
is.
Dave
Yeah.
talking more shit. Let me see what Dave talking about. He said he would out rap Nas, and
He said
Nas
right
is
now, Nas
independent.
got in the booth.
Is
He
Nas
went
independent?
Yeah, Mass Appeal is all his shit. He just put out these
Yeah. So
niggas
is that I see what you mean, but is it backed by? Is there a label behind it?
They all got a label behind it.
Nah, Jimmy's 100% independent. He just gets distribution. How's Nas? Like, I don't know that.
That's
I
what
don't
I'm
know
saying.
that
Now,
part of it.
if Nas is working with somebody, it's just to distribute. Like Mass Appeal, that's only they probably got a distribution deal through somebody
Gotcha.
else, and they just distribute the music.
Okay.
That's all.
Yeah, I didn't know that. So Dave, about time, Dave. Back in the day, Dave used to teach me some shit about the music. We used to sit in the crib. He used to bring out the magazines. We chop it up for hours. It's been a long time since he taught me some shit. So salute to Dave. You know what I mean? And he might not be right. I need to go check that shit. It is Dave.
Dave's been busy doing the pre-K to kindergarten graduation.
Yeah, salute the little man too. And hold on, real quick, salute to Isaiah, man. You know what I mean? Graduation in a couple of days. Salute to that young man. You know what I mean? I really watched him grow up and become what he is now. You know what I mean? So salute to him. Definitely proud of him. Definitely proud of Luke too. They already know what it is over here. But it's a big accomplishment. You know what I mean? You got, before we keep going with the whole Fat Joe thing, you got the last one in how people would say leaving the nest. Even though I know you as a parent, you're gonna still, you know what I mean, as we all try to keep our arms around them as long as we can. You know what I mean? How's that feeling?
I got his bags packed, nigga.
I know you don't. Don't be lying here on air.
I'm fucking with you. I'm fucking with you. Nah, yo, listen. On going to the Nationals, it started to hit like preparing to go, and then the whole trip I was like emotional. Like you get what I'm saying? So I got mad footage. But nah, man, it's dope, man. It's gonna be tough. I gotta break down now so that I can be there for my wife later, because she's really gonna feel it later. But nah, man, it's bittersweet, you know.
But
right
it's a blessing, right? It's the gift and the curse. You know what I mean? Because we pour into these kids. You know what I mean? And we hope.
Absolutely.
We do the best we can to provide what we didn't have and provide these opportunities. You know what I mean? So when we see them get to these stages and hit these, you know what I mean, start knocking out the goals, right? Because as kids, we set these goals with them. You know what I mean? Like, yo, we're going to do this. And as they start knocking it down, like, as a parent, to sit back and watch it and know that, yo, they are 10 times better than where we were at. Yeah. Is the whole gift behind it. The curse is that we let them out to the world. Like, it's the crazy world. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the crazy world.
No, absolutely. I was sitting there thinking, and I was like, yo, when we drop this nigga off, am I really gonna be like the homie and be like, yo, start looking at for sale signs on homes on the way down? Like, am I really?
I was ready to pack everything, Shot. I'm not gonna hold you. She was only 3 hours away.
Yeah, he's gonna be less than that, but it's like
I can't even hold you. Like, I was ready to. I was telling like that because we went and visited. You know, you do the campus thing and all that shit. We went and visited, and since then I'm like, yo, she really gonna do this? I'm about ready to sell the crib. We moving over there. My wife said, what you mean? Listen, like, it's hard to let go, but you gotta trust what you did and what you instilled in them is it. You know what I mean? But I definitely wanted to take the time to salute Isaiah, because that's a big accomplishment. You know what I mean?
Appreciate that.
Salute to you and Lindy. You know what I mean? Because life be life. You know what I mean? And look where you're at today. You know what I mean? Not to get into everybody's little personal business, but look where you're at today. So salute to y'all. You know what I mean?
We figured it out. But we've had good people. We've been fortunate to been blessed with good friends and good people that help us when we were going through those troubled times. People don't realize how important it is to have good people with them, around them. So
that was one thing I seen in PR. Be like, for a while I've been saying, I want to go to PR, I want to buy some shit, I want to I'm really going back. Like, I don't know when, I don't know how soon, but I'm really going back. Like I'm gonna be over there. You had to put me in the dirt over there. Like I'm not
Oh, you
for
going?
real.
Oh, is Clips over there?
Huh?
You
Not
gonna ride out over there? You gonna ride out over there?
yeah, nah, but yeah, what I mean is the sense, like yo, the sense of community. I haven't seen that since I lived in Brooklyn in the '90s and in the '80s. Like you know what I mean? Like that sense of yo, son came back from fishing, went and made
Right.
sure everybody on the block got some fish. You know what I mean? Like everybody was eating together. Like it
Nah,
was
that's
just
dope.
something that I ain't
That's dope.
seen in
Yeah,
a
yeah,
long time. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like Shorty next car had an issue next door. The block is out trying to help. Not that they don't call it blocks over there. You don't know my New York shit, but you know the block is out there trying to
Yo,
help.
my nigga, you not from New York. Stop. Stop,
My
nigga.
Florida
Stop.
shit. You know what I'm
Yeah, get
saying?
on your Florida shit,
But
nigga.
I don't want to keep going, but make sure y'all go check out Experience Oasis, man. I'm telling y'all, when y'all go out there, let them know the RecBoys sent y'all. But Fat Joe,
The third one is gonna cost you.
nah, it's gonna
Whoever.
be more than that. I'm gonna put a
Oh, I'm just
commercial
saying
out
right
for it.
now.
We
That's
gonna get
two
a commercial.
already.
They
Two.
gonna
We
see
didn't even get
that.
to another segment.
Nah,
We
yo,
didn't
listen,
even
Shot. When do you ever? I've been a lot of places. When do you ever hear me boast? Like I hit you from over there. Like yo, man, when you come, like if you ever, what I said, if you ever come, you gotta come over here. And you was like, man, stop playing, because you thought I was talking about Florida. You know what I'm saying? But nah, it was the experience, man. For real, it was the
I'm
experience.
gonna go
So
check it out because I'm trying to get one.
yeah.
I'm
Oh,
trying to.
listen, if you in PA, you want to go out there to PA, the Poconos,
No, I'm trying to get one.
experience. Now I'm talking to the people now. Experience
Oh, okay.
Oasis. You know what I'm saying? Hit them up. They got an Airbnb out there too. Shit is crazy. I'm telling y'all, hit them up. Go check the site, man. So Fat Joe, Shot, got his man TA, who's been talking for a while. TA's been talking for a minute. He
What's
just
going
had
on with that, Joe? Is that the guy? TA is the guy who. Go ahead. Explain. Go
TA's the
ahead.
guy who supposedly wrote some of his lyrics. You know what I mean? And was also his hype man back in the day, and was in the
Okay.
streets. He had at a younger age in his in his younger days, he had a nice little name. That's one thing I would say about about them guys. You know what I mean? Like they always associated somehow, some way. You know what I mean? So now TA's coming out and did a lawsuit against Fat Joe. It's pretty much saying, Fat Joe was on some Diddy type shit. And what I mean by that is like he was pretty much pimping out TA and sitting there watching. You know what I mean? But he's saying this now 20 years later. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on. Dave said now only a few people from Florida knows about gunplay out. So what do you think about what I just said about that, about the whole lawsuit and all that shit?
Just hearing that shit, there's I put that under the Pay Me Too movement.
What you mean?
You remember, how they have the Me Too movement?
Right.
It's Pay Me Too. It's a scheme, my man. It's a scheme. Some of this shit, like, yo, listen, all of these lawsuits, all of this nonsense, like Tyler Perry got one, Smokey Robinson got one. We know what Diddy is facing. Jay beat one. Like now, and no, and I don't want to downplay, sexual abuse.
Right.
On no level, if it happens to you, then the person who did it, they should be held accountable. I don't give a fuck. Listen, if you get anything you do against somebody like that, you need to be accountable. So now he said the man's been talking about Joe for 3 years, tough talk, and this is the lawsuit. Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah. That's a fact. That's kind of that's exactly what Dave said. Dave finally hit something right in the bullseye.
I think it's sad that this is what's happening, but this is what's happening. But the fucked up thing is though, there's probably some truth to it. That's the crazy thing. There's probably some truth to this shit.
You think so?
Yo, my dude, all these niggas is weirdos. That's what I'm starting to figure out, my guy. And I'm trying to figure, like, no, don't get it twisted, because there's plenty of people, brothers, Latinos, foreigners, that get to the back and they're not involved in, like, there's none of this shit. And they're public figures, there's none of this shit coming to the surface, my guy. You get what I'm saying? Now, do I think Puff might have pissed some people off? Absolutely. Listen, That's what happens when you play in that game. If you lose, you lose. What you might think is a win might be a loss later on. But at the end of the day, yo, my nigga, a nigga can't. I don't care what phone they get. I can never be charged with selling 10 keys of cocaine, my man. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing that you get what I'm saying. So even if it's a bolster, because that's what they do, there's a spark. Excuse me. You get what I'm saying? There's always something. So yeah, I believe all these guys is kind of weirdo to a point, especially when you get to that money to where you're above the law. Yo, dude, we didn't forget. Did you forget he smacked the coach of USC?
Oh, you talking about Diddy now? Okay, I'm
No,
trying,
I'm just
trying to
talking
catch
about
up where you was at.
no. But what I'm saying is something like, yo, dude, you don't think them Terror Squad niggas done fuck niggas up before? And yeah. All right. They said it. Fuck out of here. And you get what I'm saying? I mean, but when you play in a bigger game, it is what it is. Dude is looking for a paycheck. It's the new thing right now. Didn't the lawyer just get arrested? Damn.
Yeah, I think he would have. Yeah, the lawyer of the two. Yeah, he hit somebody with a call. Yeah, it's crazy trying to start papers.
This shit's crazy. Man.
I think he was better off going after him for more of the writing credits and the publishing and all that.
You know
what he's been saying for a while. My bad, guy.
What's dope about all this shit for Fat Joe? This is the best part of his podcast because that podcast sucks.
You think so?
Absolutely. I was not entertained. I didn't even get to when they watched the whole Jim Jones shit. I watched the first episode, and I'm like, these niggas, this shit ain't fun.
Yeah, it seems like his stories are like a little.
Joe is super cat. That nigga, he's another one. But I tell you, the prime example that I tell you, the nigga would tell you half the story, and then the other half is like extra super cat. Like this nigga is super nigga. And you know what's bad? It's only from my generation of niggas who's doing this stupid shit.
Yeah, they're trying to stay relevant. But let's stay on that real quick. Let's stay on that. But let me tell people something. Right. If y'all want to, right now the guests haven't showed up. We definitely gonna play the videos for y'all. But if one of y'all want to get busy on this on the rec, y'all want to play some trivia, you know what I mean? Like, you know, salute the shot. Thank you again for the birthday shout out. You know what I mean? Get to go last week, but, you know, I'm feeling kind of good. You know what I mean? So, Dave, who tapped in, Shot? Call him out for me, Shot. I can't see who's tapped in. Who? You see who's tapped in on your side?
No, I just see who's commenting. Dave's in there. Yo, Big Face is in there.
We see Teresa in. I see it. Hold on. I see a couple people. We got Dave. We got Teresa. We got Angeline just tapped in. Rafiki just tapped in. Teresa. I think I might have said her name already. Big Face is tapped in. Gabe is tapped in. Black was tapped in. Harlem There's a couple people. Listen, maybe I want to get busy tonight on the rec. Let me know. Say it in the comments. We'll get y'all in here. But guys, shots. Finish.
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in that nigga's show, and that sucks that's what he's doing. He set Jim Cole up for that. He didn't have to play that. Like I said, that's one nigga.
Yo.
I guarantee you would never find another nigga. You haven't seen one yet. You haven't seen one yet where niggas is like, yo, y'all bugging. Jim way better than that. I haven't seen one. Maybe it's my algorithm, but I haven't seen it.
Your algorithm fucked up. That
I haven't seen
the one kid out of however many people in this world. You should have seen that shit. He said it.
But that's all I seen was him. I didn't hear nobody else agree to that shit. So for him saying it, that shit don't matter.
Oh, Bunky said she wanted. Oh, okay. She just commented at a time. It's kind of hostile here right now, Bunky.
Bunky got a big show tomorrow.
Yeah, salute to Bunky. She got Finally TV while we talking about podcasts in the building tomorrow. Thursday night, 7 p.m.
Right now.
Yeah, but Bunky, it's a little hostile here right now, Bunky. I was pretty much calling out the whole crowd. Whoever tapped in on YouTube, whoever tapped in on Facebook, if you want this smoking on the rec, say it in the comments. Let's get it popping. Dave, you don't want to smoke.
Me personally, dude.
Right, I feel invisible. I catch wreck, Dave. I don't know if you know what it is. We reach everything conceivable over here. What up, Sean? I'm kind of excited. You know what I mean? My bad.
Tonight, you should be that excited with the trivia.
Why? What you did with the trivia?
Nah, it's just trivia. I don't think this is strong hip hop trivia, nigga. You might not be built for this, nigga. You on vacation mode too? You
No,
on
I'm not on
vacation?
vacation. I've been back for a couple of days. I'm not on vacation.
Okay, but you might not be back. You back, but you might not be back. I'm back. I've been back, but I'm not back. After tonight, I'll be back.
Teresa said, "Bunky, jump on for trivia. I got your back." Teresa, come on here, man. Come on alive, man. I know you for a long time, but come get this L. Come get this L. You from Liberty, right? Come get this L, man. We giving them out.
Don't do that. Don't do that. No Liberty spread there. Yo, listen. No, you're a funny guy.
You know I've been out there for a long time. That's my town.
Gabe
don't want the smoke either. Call him.
Nah. Gabe probably. Gabe might.
Oh, Aaron don't want the smoke either. I'm calling them out when they come in and I see him shot.
Listen,
y'all don't want the smoke.
No, fuck all that. Did you hear your boy? Who? Your boy said.
Nah, hold on. You gotta tell Aaron what I'm talking about because I just called the house. She tapped in. Don't even know.
Aaron, he wants somebody to join him to play trivia with him. Aaron, this trivia is kind of hard. I don't know. I know Chris ain't gonna. She said, "What smoke?" There it is.
Oh, see.
The trivia.
I had to make sure we give her the full because he kind of popped in and I started talking shit.
He wants somebody to beat up on the trivia.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen. Aaron, listen, I'm on the road. Yeah, she said she don't want the smoke. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure y'all tune in though Monday nights. You know what I mean? In the Field Radio. You know what I mean? Tap in over there too. Go check them out on all streaming platforms. Dope show. You know what I mean? But they don't want the smoke. You know what I mean? So
you kind of avoid what I'm saying, and you know what I'm going to say.
My bad. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I think you know what I'm going to say.
Know,
Gabe, are you tapped in? Dash, are you tapped in?
You calling the SOS shot and they not here.
No, well, somebody needs to tap them in.
Call them. Write it down. Take a picture.
Gabe, and Blackout.
Yo, why you calling a friend and call a friend? Let me ask y'all, man. What you think about the new setup? What you think about the new setup?
Subject. You're not changing the subject.
Nah, why you calling your friends to try to
No, because I want them to be tuned in when I let you know when I ask you this question.
Oh.
So I need them to.
I need to call a lawyer.
Nah, you ain't need no fucking lawyer, nigga.
So while we waiting for your friends, though, what you think about?
No, I don't even care. I already put it out there. They in, it's whatever. Yo, so them niggas was over here talking about they was dog walking your man.
Who? On yesterday's show?
Yo,
listen. He ain't say that.
Yo, listen.
Nah, fuck out of here. I was tapped in. He ain't say that. Oh man, that's what we got to do. He didn't say that at all. You capping. You said
what?
He said he did his thing.
No.
And people didn't expect him, and people didn't expect for him to do his thing.
No.
He held his own.
No, absolutely not.
Oh, you gotta call him, man.
Absolutely not. That's why I said tap them niggas in. Tap them niggas.
Now we could definitely have that conversation. I don't think he said what you said. I think he was saying, "Yo, he did his thing."
You think I would bring you some? You think I would bring you some fake work? You think I'm gonna bring you some Ready Rock, my nigga? You think me of all people, me? If you think I'm gonna bring you?
I was tapped in, man. I didn't get that reception.
You must have slipped out. Maybe must have asked you to turn the tab on or something. I'm like, whoa, what? Man. I'm like, and then the nigga was like,
he ain't say all that shot. He ain't say all that, man.
God, then the homie said, watch, I'm gonna do it again.
Nah, he ain't say all that.
I'm like, body blow.
He ain't mean it like that.
I'm like, body blow, my nigga. Nah. I promise.
He gotta send me a verse, man. I need my verse.
Yo,
listen, I'm trying to rap. I need a verse.
You more than a verse, my nigga. You might be more
man.
than a verse. You in the comments like, yeah. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Nah, I was telling him what I said. I said that it was gonna. I don't want to talk about it without them being here, but I said exactly what he said is what I said when he told me everything he said. Go back, go check out yesterday's show for Founding TV. Go check out the comments, and you'll see, my reaction to everything. Shot was so.
Please listen. Please go back and watch, and see if he said.
And let me know if I wasn't hearing it correctly, because I didn't get what Shot is saying. I got that people didn't expect him to deliver.
I don't understand why it's so
and
fucking.
He delivered.
motherfucker. There's people in here. That's what he said.
They might not know.
Boogie watched it last night. Boogie, I
Man.
don't know why you so quiet. They gonna be on the show tomorrow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask. Nah, I'm not gonna bring
Tomorrow?
that smoke. Nah, I ain't gonna bring that type of smoke to Boogie's
Yo,
live.
all right. So now that we off your bullshit, what you think about the new setup, man? You like the little, you see the little CRE TV? You know what I mean? I had to switch it up for the B-Day. You know what I mean? Different look, new everything.
I'm still under construction. That's why I got the green screen.
It looked like you in Diddy hotel room.
No, see, that's where keeping it real goes wrong, nigga. That's where keeping it real goes all the way wrong, nigga. Well, listen. At least we know none of them dudes was touching Diddy.
While we on the Diddy shit, what you think about the charges that got dropped?
No Diddy. We not on no Diddy nothing. The charges didn't get dropped. They dropped the attempts on a few accounts, but yo, my God, I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you straight jacket like this. They have to prove 2 predicates to get the racketeering.
Well, explain that to the people because they might not know what you mean.
All right, well, under racketeering, there's a list of things that they listed, which you can put more. Like if there was murder could be underneath there.
Right. Which are the charges that? So you have the racketeering, and then you have the charges that he's charged with.
These are predicate offenses.
These are offenses. Thing.
Yeah,
right.
they have evidence that he's done. So what they first did, what they did today or last night or whenever the news dropped, was the prosecution said, we're going to take this charge out, and this charge out. But he weren't charged with these things. They were saying these were the actions. So they're saying that we don't believe that he did this, and this. And they took out all the attempts. Pretty much. But this came after the defense presented to the judge why they should dismiss the case.
Right, because they didn't prove that.
Yeah. So now this is what I'm saying. So now, though the prosecution dismissing those or cutting those charges out of what they're charging him with, really is on probably what they heard from what they're going to be defending on. Get what I'm saying?
Well, when you say what they're going to be defending on, you're talking about what
their closing argument.
Right, because at that point they don't know. They don't know.
Yeah, the closing arguments. They're gonna.
Let me ask you this: Did Diddy say he was going to testify before that happened or after?
No, he said that. No. He said that before.
Okay.
He wasn't going to testify.
Makes sense. So at that point, they know that there's nothing they have to rebuttal or what you call it. So
now they're saying. So now the prosecution unheard every reason why to the judge of why they should dismiss the case. So the judge has to.
Did they put in today a motion to dismiss because that everything in their eyes or their defenses that they didn't prove it beyond a reasonable doubt?
Nah, I mean that's procedural anyway. Like if your lawyer doesn't do that, you can sue your lawyer for malpractice. Because that's like the basis grounds for appeal. So what his defense is doing isn't nothing of the normal anyway. The abnormal would be a judge saying, yeah, we're going to dismiss the case. And the judge said no, that he believes that the government's made a valid point on why it should be considered by a jury. But the judge holds no weight. All the judge is there is just to listen and see, call balls and strikes, and then to give the jury the instructions. It's up to those 12 people to decide whether or not, he's guilty. But under that racketeering thing, they got him for bribery.
Bribing who though?
No, bribery.
Yeah, but I'm saying who was he bribing?
Well, they got the videotape or not the videotape, the evidence of the guy from the hotel where they had the testimony where Diddy gave him $100,000 cash. in the bag.
Oh, the security for
Yeah.
Cassie incident.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, hold on, because he was never charged with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why was he never charged with that? They got an obstruction of justice charge, which means the evidence was taken. Had the evidence not been taken and people would have followed the right procedure, there would have been charges filed.
Right.
So you stop charges from being filed by bribing a security guard and getting the hard drive.
Yeah, but no, we gonna get there. That's what we're gonna get to. My bad, Shaq. Yeah.
But there's like I said, they only had to prove 2 out of a list of shit.
So they only got to prove 2 of those charges to be charged with the RICO.
That's what people don't understand, my nigga.
So they got bribery. They got bribery that you're saying. What else out of those charges falls under that statute?
And the tampering with the evidence, the hindering the investigation, I forget what it's called, but it's something with those 2 go hand in hand, dude. Everything else, dude, is like extra shit that they got some, but it's like all they got to do is prove 2 of those for the RICO, and then they got to prove the sex, because he only got 3 charges,
right?
But then they added on the last 2 twice, so he has the RICO and kidnapping. Well,
yeah, they dropped the kidnapping. They dropped
the attempt kidnapping. That's the other thing. Everything that they took out was attempt.
Yeah. So what do you got on kidnapping then? If you took out the attempt, if they drop an attempt to take somebody, that means they didn't get to take them.
If you didn't attempt to take somebody, you took somebody.
Okay.
Attempt robbery is different from robbery.
Right. But yeah, this is my thing, and I don't know because I'm not in the courtroom and shit. But I thought the law was to prove beyond a reasonable doubt, right? And from what I'm hearing, from watching the news, and then, again, I'm not in the room. You know what I mean? I'm hearing. In my opinion, I don't think they have proven that burden of proof.
Nigga, I just told you what they got. You said yeah.
Well, what you got and again, this is my opinion. What you got is you got a crackhead that they sold some work to. The crackhead got caught, and the crackhead's trying to tell. And what I mean by that is you got some people who was involved in these acts with him, because in all the testimony they're saying they were with it. They were doing it. They were setting up some of all this shit that was going on. You know what I mean? And then you're trying to use those people to say that it was him. This is just my opinion. And again, this is my opinion. I don't think you prove it that way. I don't think this is a federal thing. Like, this is just my opinion. I think this is more embarrassment. And again, what he did to Cassie, anybody who touched a female, for me is you know what I mean, is I don't think I gotta say it. You know what I mean? But I don't think the charges I don't think they proved it. From what I'm hearing, again, I'm not in that room.
I mean, this is what I explained to you sound like bribery.
Yeah, but you also got the guy saying
no. But this is what I explained to you. Did it sound like somebody got bribed, or somebody took a bribe? If I give you $100,000 for you to give me the tape of me whooping some bitch's ass or beating her up, does that sound like a bribe to you?
It sounds like a transaction to me. That's what it sounds.
It doesn't sound like a bribe.
It don't sound like, yo, if you don't do this, then you're not gonna get this. That's a bribe. Stop.
I'm
just telling you from
really. That's what that sounds like.
I don't.
What it sounds like.
I don't think, in my opinion, from what I've been hearing, I don't think they have proved it.
I'm just asking that one question.
Yeah, that sounds like a bribe.
Okay. If somebody takes the gun that I used to shoot somebody and they give it back to me and the cops are looking for this gun, did they obstruct justice?
That's a tricky one.
No, my dear dude.
No, they might not know. They might not know it was involved.
And that was another thing. And that was another thing, dude. They took those charges out so that all of that stuff can be more clear and cut. The less instructions they got to give these people, the better. I guarantee, I agree with you. It was to embarrass them. They didn't need half the stuff that they played. They didn't need half of that. But listen to what I just told you and what the law says. It doesn't matter how we feel is not right or they shouldn't use the witnesses. They do that shit all the time. Dude, they did the same shit with John Gotti. The nigga who took John Gotti down killed 19 people.
Right.
You can't be more in on it than that.
And that's what blows my mind. Using somebody who's been in on something where you don't really know. Like, so all these defendants that he had against him must have been all these witnesses that they gave immunity to.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Because they were in on everything, bro.
Yeah, but not everybody got immunity. The one kid that got caught with the drugs, he got immunity.
Yeah, but I mean everybody who flipped against him so they could actually get all these charges.
No, that's what I'm saying. The dude, he had to get immunity, else he could have got charged for the federal with the drug shit. Because anything he says, you know who else got immunity? The nigga who took the $100,000 cash. You know why? Because that's an IRS thing. And IRS is gonna smoke your ass, my nigga. Like you got wait, like they think about how deep. This is how the feds play, dude. They're like, yo, dude, we don't even fuck.
What another thing that was shocking was I know the feds to take all your money when you fighting them, so you can't fight them. You know what I mean? I understand he had a lot of his shit in his mom's name and all that shit. I understand all that, but
it wasn't a drug conspiracy to the point to where they were showing that he made his money.
Nah, they wasn't saying that he made his money, but they're saying he was using his funds to pay for all this. So at that point, they seized your shit.
Yeah, but that was saying that he was using the funds that he was generating.
All right, let me say like this. How many people you know in the feds that are locked up in the feds and are still making a check off of the street? They don't let you do that. He's still making money. And I'm not, and maybe I'm saying it wrong because he's still making money because the businesses and stuff is not in his name. But you know what it is, you know what I mean? So I don't know, you know, like you said earlier, you know, when you got money, you got what you call it. But I think Diddy gonna do some time. Is my opinion, and you know I don't be giving my opinion on these situations. But in my opinion, I think he's gonna do some time. But I don't think he's gonna do what everybody think. It's gonna be a couple years type shit, maybe even some time served in the program. But I don't think it's gonna be what everybody think it is, man.
That time served shit is a wrap, and they're gonna try to smoke his boots. His best.
You think so?
Ain't no thing. They gonna smoke his boots.
I don't know because what I just was watching on the news. They deliberating now about the charges, like the chambers and shit.
They're giving them the jury instructions, but what's gonna happen is they're gonna start deliberation by Monday. It shouldn't take more than, my nigga, by next week this time we might be starting the show and the verdict might pop down, my nigga. Right. That's how much time, like that's how close it is. Like they're definitely trying to finish it before 4th of July, and I mean it sucks. It sucks.
They did a speedy trial for real.
Well, that's what he wanted. That's what he wanted.
Everybody's supposed to get it. Everybody's supposed to get a speedy trial.
Nah, but some people don't want it this long. Some people want to sit. Some people want people to get gone and all that shit. Yo, there was like 2 or 3 witnesses that they didn't even fucking call.
Yeah, because again, my opinion.
That's
all of them were saying.
Nah, the one they said they couldn't find, which would have been like, that's crazy in itself. Yeah. Like she just missing.
I don't think it's gonna be. Again, I think they had a better shot at going at him for the abuse of Cassie when the statute of limitations was still in play than what they got going right now.
Yo, listen. I like Bad Boy Records. I like Bad Boy music. I've been playing Bad Boy music the whole trial because I don't want y'all niggas to be like, yo, you can't be supporting Diddy. Fuck y'all niggas. I'm not stop playing Biggie. I'm not stop playing none of that locks, none of that shit. I'm playing Victory and all that. They said 8 weeks. Yeah, it's been 7. Yeah. But
but the defense rested, so that's you know what I mean.
How you feel if you're not calling no witnesses?
Honestly, I feel exactly what I just stated. I don't feel, in my opinion, from what I've been hearing, I'm not in the room watching the court proceedings. You know what I mean? From what I've been watching on the news and everything, I don't think they've proven anything for them to sit there and rebuttal. They proved that the man's a freak, and they proved that he beat up Cassie. Everybody knew that, like, you know what I mean? Like, and again, I don't think that's right. You know what I mean? But everything else, man, listen, what the dude, like I tell the guys at my job, man, what you do in your house is what you do in your house. I don't care.
No,
Like,
no.
you know what I mean? So same for Diddy. Like, yo, listen, man, everybody got their own little thing.
So, all right. So if he blows trial, it was an injustice?
Nah, look, he went to court. He did what he had to do. I don't think. Again, I'll tell you, I don't think it's gonna be with everybody. He's gonna do some time.
No. I mean,
crazy.
Regardless of what he gets, what I'm saying is, if he goes to trial and he blows, you're telling me it's injustice?
I ain't telling you that. You saying that?
No,
I didn't say that.
I'm asking. Would it be an injustice? Would Puff have got done wrong?
I think he got done wrong from the start of it. They should have just did what they was gonna do, bro, instead of trying to sit there and embarrass somebody. I don't want to sit here and play this whole race thing, but like it's become pretty noticeable what's going on here. Like, you know, not with him. I'm just saying, you know, in the culture in general. It's becoming pretty apparent. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's where people gotta again. That's why they want to get into all this, because then I start getting like I honestly I don't really. Whatever happens with Diddy has with Diddy. Like, everybody, listen, man, we do stuff as men and women, and there's a point in time we gotta just face the music and we gotta pay for whatever we've done. It so happens that right now he's in the chair. That was his thing. I don't wish no malice. I don't have this is what I want, this is what I don't want. I know the right or wrong. For me, the right or wrong is I don't think he should ever put hands and feet on Shorty. That's not what I believe in.
Yeah, but he's not on trial for that. Nigga.
Right. But I'm saying that everybody is looking at this. Hey, but he did this. I get that. That's fucked up. But what he's being charged with right now don't have nothing to do with that. It just has him being a freak and him paying people to come here and him do this and do that.
Now check this out. This is the full shit, right? Whatever verdict that they come down with, like if they say he's guilty of racketeering,
that's crazy.
No. The jury's gonna tell you what parts of the racketeering. So if we see that, you know, bribery or obstruction of justice and all that other freak shit, they were like, no, that's just a guy doing whatever he was doing. Then it's not that they were picking on him. They literally
they proved their case. Yeah, they proved their case at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying? But I mean, it's interesting. I want to see how it's gonna play out. I'm not screaming free nobody, because none of them niggas are screaming free me, so fuck them. Yeah. It's what it is. Like, yo, listen, I did mine, you gotta do yours, you gotta figure it out. Sometimes, you know, it's if you get caught up in that shit, then
listen, every action is a reaction. It might not be now, it might not be tomorrow, there's something, you know what I mean? And you gotta be able to What I find crazy in this whole thing is how everybody backed the fuck up from him. So it says a lot about that too. You know what I mean? To where it might hold some perception, the perception of it for people. You know what I mean?
But you saw it in real life. You saw when I got pinched.
Right. But for the people who are not going through stuff like that or seeing stuff like that, they don't know. They just look from the outside in and they like, oh, yo, he must be guilty because his people not going to check on him. Like the perception of it becomes crazy. And in today's society, perception and capping is what's pushing the needle. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy. So let's see what happens next week, man. But listen, man, I'm glad we got to have a show where we got to talk a little. We didn't get to touch on a bunch of topics, but it was kind of dope to be able to talk about some shit that we normally wouldn't be talking about on the show.
Right. Yo, listen, I got a short one for you. It's 1 minute 37 seconds. We're going to play it, get into it. We got to play one video. If you guys are tuned in, let us know what you think. Coming out of the Bay, because our guest was from the Bay. Hopefully we can reschedule, get the homie back on. He's gonna be a very interesting guest, so you guys are definitely gonna want to tune in when we get him back. But we have fun, definitely. Just chopping it up. All right, you already know what it is. DJ RecBoy Shop, Mr. Catch Rec. One video, rec. Let me know how you feel. Let's go.
No, you ain't next to me, but I'm hoping you can see. I'm praying you can see.
Fighting through feelings I can't seem to understand. Never met my father face to face and shook his hand. Only had about 4 phone calls with my dad, and all this nigga wanna talk about his moms and her new man. Coming from a place of guidance, but never had a plan. How you put the streets before me, mama, and the fam? Damn. I understand we needed bands, you ain't have a hand. You got 25 to life and died on me in 2010. You the reason I ain't play the streets and ain't jump in the beef. You the reason I lay down with 8 until he fall asleep. You became the blueprint to the father that I'd never be. Bugsy never got to witness Byron, Ari still got me. Drinking through the grief, smoking till I fall asleep. Manipulating women I had no intent to keep. Cheating on my son's mom used to bring me peace, but doing him like you did me is how this history repeats. I stopped buying jewelry for insecurities. No longer searching for acceptance from who doubted me. I need people to empower me and shower me with compliments to supplement the fact that you walked out on me. And even though you wasn't there, you still looked out for me. I've done a lot, Pop, I'm just not what I set out to be. See, I did movies, I wrote hits, yeah, they'll vouch for me. I know you smiling down on me, it's safe to say you motherfucking proud of me.
Look at all the shit I'm
watching a master at work.
Cultural entertainment, sucker.
You already know what it is. DJ RecBoys Shine, Mr. Catch Rec. We are the RecBoys, and this is in the studio. We are wrapping it up. Shout out to the homie Simba out of the Bay. If you know, you know. If you don't, get in tuned. He is a monster. Straight out of the Bay. Yeah, you would have got smoked in the trivia, homie. Just FYI.
Yeah, you gotta stop it, man. I don't like that you don't believe, B.
No.
I don't like that you don't believe, man.
When I turn my hat back, you know it's real serious talk. I got.
No, I'm not fucking with you.
It's out of love. It's out of love, my nigga.
No, I'm not fucking with you.
Love, nigga. I just don't want to see you get
I was
hurt.
gonna get this W tonight.
I don't never want to see my little brothers get hurt.
Nah.
And sometimes you gotta let them get the speed knots. You gotta let them get the knots on their head. Go ahead, jump. Jump. I'm all there for you. Listen, shout out to everybody that tuned in. Dave, Teresa, Gabe, Bernard, Bunky. Actually, make sure you guys tap into Bunky. Tea Time with Bunky tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live. She got the homies on deck. You already know, Finally TV, what we talking about, podcast. They're going to be chopping it up with Bunky. Tea Time, that is 7 p.m. And then right after that, we have Peaches and Blade, 8 p.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Instagram Live. Make sure you tap in to the ladies. Tomorrow is Ladies Night. Thursday, Ladies Night. Tap in 7 to 9. All right. You got anything else? What else is happening? Oh, graduation. Shout out to my son. He's graduating this weekend. Shout out to Isaiah. Yes, we're finishing it up. We are finishing it up. Graduation party is next weekend, not this weekend, the 5th. So be on the lookout for those invites. All right. Anything else? What else I got? Happy belated to the homie. Love you, baby bro. You know,
Love you too.
Son. You know.
Before we get out of here, I wanted to touch on a post that went out earlier this morning on in the Studio With The RecBoys. The reaching up the Casino post, where it was said, if you could believe it, it become true. I just wanted to touch on that real quick, and I wanted to also say sometimes what you want is right there in front of you, right? Like it might not be in the form or fashion or to the magnitude of what you wanted. Because sometimes we just dream and we think way too big for the process that we need to go through to make the dream and the goal happen, right? So with the saying that was said earlier on the page, like if you think it, you could believe it, it could be true. Goes hand in hand with that. There's a lot of you guys who are tapped in who are going to see this later, tomorrow, a week from now, whenever you see it. There's something you want to do that you don't believe you could do it. Or you might believe you could do it, or there might be a hurdle that you got to jump over. You are the deciding factor in that. Like, y'all got to understand that. It's you. Once you believe it, other people believe it. The power of projection is so real, my people. It's so real. How you project it to others is how you're going to get it back. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you don't stop. make sure you go get it, man. If you really think you can do it, if you really putting it in, you putting in the work. I'm not saying just think you could do something and not actually working towards it. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. Believe you could do it. Get it in your mind. Get it in your heart and your soul. Get out there every day and do something towards that. That's what's stopping you. It's just you. It's just you.
That's it. That's it. Once you get past that, you're gonna have to glow. Then you realize that you are who you think you are.
Last thing, your success is not everybody's success. Everybody's success is not your success. On your travel to where you going to get to what we talk about, might be different. Might not be as quick. It might be quick. It's gonna be different. Don't compare what you were doing to what somebody else is doing just because it's similar. You are you for a reason.
Salute, Freejack. Freejack said 7. He thought it was 7 his time.
Nah, I said Eastern Standard Time, King.
Yo, shout out to City the Great. City the Great is in the building. City was rocking with us. Shout out to City the Great.
He got an event coming up, City. Make sure y'all go to his page, man. Go check him out on all social media. City the Great got an event coming up.
Page because we share all that. Yo, Freejack, we definitely got to get you in here. Yo, listen, for you guys that don't know, yo, Freejack is doing movies. Like, it's a totally different type of ball game we about to unravel with Freejack. Like, man, we got some stories to catch up on. We got some movies.
We got to start from the Rick James and then we go forward from there.
We got some movie ideas. We got some movie ideas that I need to get in tune with. I need a screening copy, Freejack. Chris shared the clip you showed me. Nigga, I need to see the movie. How do I get on the screening list to where the people will get no real bullshit. No, because niggas is listening to the Clips album. Niggas is before it comes out. Like, I want to be. There's a list.
You want to hear it first? You want to get on the list?
No, I don't want it first. I just want to be included in the niggas who do get it first.
Got you.
You get what I'm saying? I don't have to be the only one. We can cross the finish line together, my nigga. Right. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, look. You say you gotta send me a preview. Yo, is it done? Because if it's done, I don't want a preview. You can stamp it or send me the uncut or whatever. I just want
the dope thing is Freejack, let's connect, man. Let's redo this in a couple weeks and let's get you on so we can talk about this because the people gotta know that like he's a legend within his own rights in the Bay. You know what I mean? He put in a lot of work where he's going now. You know what I mean?
Y'all better get in tune. Y'all better tap. Yo, listen. Go Google him. Go check on IG, YouTube, Facebook, wherever you see Freejack, Freeman Williams. Tap into him, and you'll see why
go check out the first interview we did with him. He had OG Bobby Johnson in the background. Jamie Foxx was in the other. Do you remember he was talking about all that's crazy, man? But listen, next week, same time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, my people. You know what I mean? We got a lot of people tuned in across the world. You know what I mean? And that should be fucking me up because the views be the views now. You give it a little 12 to 14 hours. The views is something totally different. So salute to everybody who's tapped up to us across the the globe. You know what I mean? But next week, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, y'all make sure y'all tap it right here in the studio with the RecBoys. And you already know, next week, man, we on this mission to catch wreck, man. Listen, get all that negative shit out your mind. We reaching everything conceivable. If you could think it, you can reach it. That's what we do.
We out. Easy. Deuces. We out.